Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Please subscribe to the channel and also please do like and share and leave your suggestions in the comment section. The events of 24th October 2024 are follows. Bengali date 7 Kartik 1431. As per Benimadhav Sil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Saptami and up to 0606 hours and after that Krishna Ashtami. Today's Nakhotra is Punarvasu Nakhotra and up to 1140 hours and after that Pushya Nakhotra. Today is 298th day of the year. There are then 68 days left in 2024. Today is 43rd Thursday of 2024. Today is United Nations Day. United Nations Day is an annual commemorative day reflecting the official creation of the United Nations on 24th October 1945. In 1947, the United Nations General Assembly declared 24th October the anniversary of the Charter of the United Nations to be devoted to making known to the people of the world the aims and achievements of the United Nations and to gaining their support for its work. In 1971, the United Nations General Assembly adopted a further resolution, United Nations Resolution 2782, declaring that United Nations Day shall be an international observance or international holiday and recommended that it should be observed as a public holiday by United Nations member states. Today is World Development Information Day. World Development Information Day was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 1972 to coincide with United Nations Day on October 24. The goal is to raise global awareness of development issues and emphasize the need for international cooperation in solving them. The date also marks the adoption of the International Development Strategy for the second UN Development Decade in 1970. The UN Conference on Trade and Development UNCTAD proposed information dissemination strategies in 1972, leading to Resolution 3038, which called for the creation of the day. First observed on October 24, 1973, it continues to highlight the significance of development in the UN missions. The recent years, the focus has expanded to include the role of modern technology such as the internet and mobile phones in addressing development challenges. This shift also emphasizes engaging and motivating young people to participate in solving trade and development problems. Today is World Kangaroo Day. World Kangaroo Day is celebrated annually on October 24th to raise awareness about the conservation and welfare of kangaroos, which are iconic to Australia. The day aims to highlight the importance of protecting kangaroo species and their habitats as they face threats from habitat destruction, hunting, and other environmental challenges. This event serves as a reminder to appreciate the cultural and ecological significance of kangaroos while promoting responsible wildlife management and conservation efforts. Today is World Tribe Day. World Tribe Day is celebrated annually on October 24th to honor the culinary tradition of eating tripe, which is the edible stomach lining of various animals, typically cows, sheep, or goats. This day is a tribute to the rich history and cultural significance of tripe in many global cuisines, from European dishes like Italian tripa alla Fiorentina to Mexican menudo and the famous French andouille. Tripe has been a staple ingredient in a variety of traditional recipes. Tripe is known for its unique texture and ability to absorb flavors from broths, herbs, and spices. World Tripe Day encourages people to explore the versatility of tripe in cooking, appreciate its role in sustainable food practices, and celebrate the culinary heritage tied to this often overlooked ingredient. Today is World Polio Day. World Polio Day, 24th October, was established by Rotary International to commemorate the birth of Jonas Salk, who led the first team to develop a vaccine against poliomyelitis. Use of this inactivated poliovirus vaccine and subsequent widespread use of the oral poliovirus vaccine developed by Albert Sabin led to establishment of the global polio eradication Initiative (GPEI) in 1988. Since then, GPEI has reduced polio worldwide by 99%. World Polio Day is an annual observance when members of Rotary International, along with public health advocates and individuals committed to a polio-free world, convene to commemorate their accomplishments in the global campaign against polio. This day also provides a platform for deliberation on the requisite measures to permanently eliminate polio from the face of the earth. Today is birth anniversary of Professor Dr. Sri Sisir Kumar Mitra, 24th October 1890 to 13 August 1963. Professor Dr. Sisir Kumar Mitra or Sisir Kumar Mitra, MBE, FNI, FASB, FIAS, FRS, was an Indian physicist. Dr. Mitra is a general physician doctor, is a doctor who treats all kinds of illnesses but is not trained in performing surgery. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Vibhuti Bhushan Mukhopadhyay, 24th October 1894 to 29th July 1987. Vibhuti Bhushan Mukhopadhyay was an Indian Bengali language author. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Joydev Kapoor, 24th October 1908 to 19 September 1994. Joydev Kapoor was an Indian revolutionary who worked for the Hindustan Republican Association along with Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. As a teenager, he was interested to join the HRA, and later he met Azad and became a comrade of Singh. Many biopics were made on Singh, and Kapoor was also portrayed in them. Like in The Legend of Bhagat Singh 2002, Kapoor was played by Sunil Grover and many more. Today is death anniversary of Miss Ismat Chugtai, 21st August 1915 to 24th October 1991. Ismat Chugtai was an Indian Urdu novelist, short story writer, liberal humanist and filmmaker. Beginning in the 1930s, she wrote extensively on themes including female sexuality and femininity, middle class genitality and class conflict, often from a Marxist perspective. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Manna De, 1st May 1919 to 24th October 2013. Manna De, born Prabodh Chandra De, was a legendary Indian playback singer whose profound influence on Indian music, especially in Hindi cinema, is still celebrated. His versatility allowed him to seamlessly blend Indian classical music into mainstream film songs, making him one of the most respected vocalists of his time. His classical roots from the Bhendi Bajar Gharana under the tutelage of Ustad Amman Ali Khan greatly enriched his contributions to Indian music. With a career that spanned over 5 decades, Manna De recorded over 3,000 songs, not only in Bengali and Hindi but also in numerous other Indian languages. His work reached its peak between the 1950s and 1970s, during the golden age of Hindi cinema, where his ability to fuse classical elements with popular music became a hallmark. Manna De's achievements were recognized with several high honors, including the Padma Shri in 1971 and the Padma Bhushan in 2005 and the prestigious Dadasaheb Phalke Award in 2007, solidifying his legacy as one of India's greatest musical talents. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. R.K. Laxman, 24th October 1921 to 26 January 2015. Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Laxman was an Indian cartoonist, illustrator and humorist. He was best known for his creation, The Common Man, and for his daily cartoon strip, You Said It, the Times of India, which started in 1951. R.K. Laxman started his career as a part-time cartoonist, working mostly for local newspapers and magazines. While as a college student, he illustrated his older brother R.K. Narayan's stories in The Hindu. His first full-time job was as a political cartoonist for the Free Press Journal in Mumbai. Later he joined the Times of India and became famous for the common man character, which turned out to be the turning point in Laxman's life. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Pierre Gilles de Ginnes, 24th October 1932 to 18th May 2007. Pierre Gilles de Ginnes was a French physicist known for his pioneering work on liquid crystals and polymers, which earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1991. He applied concepts from simple systems like superconductivity to more complex materials, helping revolutionize the understanding of liquid crystals. a key to modern LCD technology. His work also advanced polymer physics, explaining the behavior of large molecular chains in materials like plastics. Diogenes' contributions bridged disciplines, leaving a lasting impact on materials science and technology. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Robert A. Mundell, 24th October 1932 to 4th April 2021. Robert Alexander Mundell was a Canadian economist. He was a professor of economics at Columbia University and the Chinese University of Hong Kong. He received the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences in 1999 for his pioneering work in monetary dynamics and optimum currency areas. Mundell is known as the father of the euro, as he laid the groundwork for its introduction through this work and helped to start the movement known as supply-side economics. Mundell was also known for the Mundell-Fleming model and Mundell-Tobin effect. Today's, that is 24th October, highlight in history. 1641, Phelim O'Neill of Kinnaird, the leader of the Irish Rebellion, issued his proclamation of Dungannon, justifying the uprising and declaring continued loyalty to King Charles I of England. 1648, the Peace of Westphalia is signed, marking the end of the 30 Years' War and the 80 Years' War. 1795, Poland is completely consumed by Russia, Prussia and Austria. 1812, Napoleonic Wars. The Battle of Maloyaroslavets takes place near Moscow. 1813, Treaty of Gulistan. The Russo-Persian War of 1804 to 1813 comes to a close with the signing of the Treaty of Gulistan, under which terms Qajar Iran agrees to cede the bulk of its Caucasian territories, which comprise much of modern Dagestan, Georgia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, to the Russian Empire. 1851, William Lassell discovers the moons Umbriel and Ariel orbiting Uranus. 1857, Sheffield FC, the world's oldest association football club still in operation, is founded in England. 1860, Convention of Peking. The Second Opium War formally comes to a close, with Qing China ceding Kowloon in perpetuity to the victorious British Empire. 1861, the first transcontinental telegraph line across the United States is completed. 1871, an estimated 17 to 22 Chinese immigrants are lynched in Los Angeles, California. 1876, Snipo-Ren Rebellion, upset at the westernization of Meiji Japan and the abolition of the Tokugawa feudal hierarchy. The Keisuhinto, a group of extremist Shinto former samurai, launched a surprise attack against the Meiji government in Kumamoto Prefecture. 1886, Normanton incident. As the British merchant vessel Normanton sinks off the coast of Japan, her European officers appeared to commander the ship's lifeboats for themselves, leaving her Asian crew and passengers to die and conjuring significant political outrage in Japan. 1889, Henry Parkes delivers the Tenterfield Oration, effectively starting the federation process in Australia. 1894, First Sino-Japanese War, Battle of Juliancheng. Under the command of General Yamagata Aritomo, the Imperial Japanese Army covertly crosses the Yalu River into Qing territory and launches an assault on the fortifications at Husan. 1900, US government announces plans to buy Danish West Indies for $7 million. 1901, Anderson Taylor becomes the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. 1902, Guatemala's Santa Maria volcano begins to erupt, becoming the third largest eruption of the 20th century. 1911, Orville Wright remains in the air 9 minutes and 45 seconds in a glider at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. 1912, First Balkan War. The Battle of Kilise concludes with a Bulgarian victory against the Ottoman Empire. 1912, First Balkan War. The Battle of Kumanovo concludes with the Serbian victory against the Ottoman Empire. 1917, World War I. Italy suffers a disastrous defeat at the Battle of Caporetto on the Austro-Italian front. 1918, World War I. Italian victory at the Battle of Vittorio Veneto. 1926, Harry Houdini's last performance takes place at the Garrick Theatre in Detroit. 1929, Black Thursday on the New York Stock Exchange. 1930, a bloodless coup defeat in Brazil ends the First Republic, replacing it with the Vargas era. 1931, the George Washington Bridge opens to public traffic over the Hudson River. 1944, World War II, Japan's center force is temporarily repulsed in the Battle of Leyte Gulf. 1945, the United Nations Charter comes into effect. 1946, a camera on board the V2 number 13 rocket takes the first photograph of Earth from outer space. 1947, famed animator Walt Disney testifies before a House in American Activities Committee, naming Disney employees he believes to be communists. 1947, United Airlines Flight 608 crashes in the Bryce Canyon National Park in Garfield County, Utah, while attempting an emergency landing at Bryce Canyon Airport, killing 52 people. 1949, the cornerstone of the United Nations headquarters is laid. 1950, annexation of Tibet by the People's Republic of China. The People's Liberation Army seizes all military operations in Tibet, ending the Battle of Chamdo. 1954, US President Dwight D. Eisenhower pledges United States support to South Vietnam. 1957, the United States Air Force starts the X-20 Dinosaur crewed space program. 1960, Nedelin catastrophe. An R-16 ballistic missile explodes on the launch pad at the Soviet Union's Baikonur Cosmodrome space facility, killing over 100 people, including Field Marshal Mitrofan Nedelin. 1963, an oxygen leak from an R-9 Desna missile at the Baikonur Cosmodrome triggers a fire that kills 7 people. 1964, Northern Rhodesia gains independence from the United Kingdom and becomes Zambia. 1975, in Iceland, 90% of women take part in a national strike, refusing to work in protest of gender inequality. 1980, the government of Poland legalizes the Solidarity Trade Union. 1986, Nejar Hinduai is sentenced to 45 years in prison, the longest sentence handed down by a British court for the attempted bombing of an AI flight at Heathrow Airport. 1990, Italian Prime Minister Giulio Andreotti reveals to the Italian parliament the existence of Gladio, the Italian NATO force formed in 1956, intended to be activated in the event of a Warsaw Pact invasion. 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays became the first Major League Baseball team based outside the United States to win the World Series. 1998, Deep Space One is launched to explore the asteroid belt and test new spacecraft technologies. 2003, Concorde makes its last commercial flight. 2004, Arsenal Football Club loses to Manchester United, ending a row of unbeaten matches at 49 matches, which is the record in the Premier League. 2005, Hurricane Wilma makes the landfall in Florida, resulting in 35 direct and 26 indirect fatalities and causing $20.6 billion USD in damage. 2007, Chang'e-1, the first satellite in the Chinese lunar exploration program, is launched from Jichang Satellite Launch Center. 2008, Bloody Friday saw many of the world's stock exchanges experience the worst declines in their history, with drops of around 10% in most indices. 2014, the China National Space Administration launches an experimental lunar mission, Chang'e 5T1, which will look behind the moon and return to Earth. 2015, a driver crashes into the Oklahoma State Homecoming Parade, killing 4 people and injuring 34. 2016, a French surveillance aircraft flying to Libya crashes on takeoff in Malta, killing all 5 people on board. 2016, 3 heavily armed terrorists from the Islamic State Khorasan province opened fire on and eventually suicide bomb a police training center in Balochistan, Pakistan, killing at least 59 cadets and injuring more than 165 others. 2018, the world's longest sea crossing, the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, opens for public traffic. Thank you very much for your patience.